This kind of business creates impulse buying, and you're never going to know how much you would have sold had you had the product there. That is like opening up a grocery store with no groceries on the shelf. You see, the fact is that women want it now, and they are not likely to give you a credit card number if they're not going to be taking something home. They are more likely to give you a credit card number if they are taking home an armful of goodies to play with and use immediately. Another consideration is that if they make a decision to invest in this product and they go home without it, and their husband tells them that the utility bill is more than normal, they may be likely to call you and downsize their order. But if they have that product in their hand, they are not going to call you back and downsize anything. They've got it there. It's already been spent. It's in their hands. As an independent beauty consultant myself, I wanted to offer on-the-spot delivery because I didn't have a lot of extra time at that point in my life. I was teaching school full-time and Brian was in college full-time, and our daughter Jennifer was 4 years old and she was in daycare. And I was doing bulletin boards and grading papers in the evening. The ability to utilize my time wisely was such a benefit. And if I could give that product to them right there at that skincare class, then I didn't need to go home, order more products, wait for the product to be delivered, then take that product and deliver it to all of my customers who are waiting for it. I didn't want to be driving around half of the day delivering product all over town. I would have rather taught a skincare class during that time and made extra income. Now in Mary Kay, what we do is that we all order product directly from the company. And we purchase the product at the wholesale amount, and then we sell it to our customers at the retail amount. An example would be that if you purchase the product for $1, then you would sell it for $2. If you would choose to invest in $3,000 worth of wholesale product and decide to sell that product for $6,000, you would be doubling your money. So the exciting psychological aspect of this business is that when you have product on your shelf and you have a stock of inventory, it's like an instant cash machine. Because every time that product comes off the shelf and every time you sell a product at a skincare class, you will be doubling the money that you invested. And that is an exciting process. You see, when we have a full stock of product on our shelves, we are motivated to book appointments and schedule classes and facials, in addition to the fact that having the product on hand helped me feel more secure, because when I was teaching school and our car would break down, or maybe I needed to take Jennifer to the doctor or anything unexpected would come up, I didn't have the money. When I began my Mary Kay business, it became very comforting to me to know that I could simply schedule a skincare class and have the ability to generate more income from my family. Having enough product on hand means that you do not deplete all of your inventory as you sell it and then fill your shelves back up and then deplete it again. The purpose of inventory is that you always have a consistent stock of product, enough product to service the wants of your customers at the skincare classes, in addition to having product on your shelf to service your reorder business. Because selling a consumable product is a very wonderful thing. When you teach a skincare class, and that class generates about $200 in sales, half of that would be your profit. And that money goes into your pocket. The other half is what we call our restocking money. You can take that money and reinvest it back into products so that you can restock what you just sold off your shelf. That way you will consistently retain a full working inventory. What I'd like to do for you right now is to paint a working scenario for you. As a new consultant, I personally held 3 skincare classes a week. And 3 classes is normally less than 10 hours a week. I held my classes all in one day. I held them on Sunday. One at 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and the last one at 8 o'clock. And my first goal was to walk out of that very first skincare class for the day with my next 3 classes for the following Sunday already scheduled. My second goal was to have at least half of the women at each class invest in the Miracle Set. The Miracle Set is the foundation to our product line. Mary Kay is famous for skincare. The Miracle Set includes our Time-Wise 3-in-1 cleanser, our Time-Wise age-fighting moisturizer, foundation, and 2 of our fabulous supplemental skincare products, our day solution with sunscreen SPF 15, and our night solution, which improves the texture of your skin. The Miracle Set suggested retail starts at $102. So just 2 women at a class purchasing the Miracle Set would be over $200 in products sold. With just 3 skincare classes and an average of $200 in retail products sold, that would be $600 worth of retail products sold for the week. With 4 weeks worth of that amount of activity and that amount of average in sales, that would be about $2,400 worth of retail product sold for the month. $1,200 will be your restocking money because you just sold that product off your shelf and you're going to want to restock it back on. And the other $1,200 is going to be your earnings. That money can go toward your bills or mortgage, vacation, wardrobe, or investments. When you consider that when I was teaching school and my full-time income was only $800 take home a month, and that my Mary Kay income part-time was averaging about $1,200 a month, Brian and I discovered very quickly that an extra $1,000 a month applied toward bills can make a much bigger impact on debt reduction than just an extra couple $100. You see, my financial situation when I started my Mary Kay business, and the purpose of this is to give everyone listening great hope because ours is truly a rags to riches story. We were very, very far in debt. We had 4 charge cards that were charged to the limit, and we were paying on 2 student loans. A car payment on a car that had a hole in the floorboard and was always breaking down, and rent on a 2-bedroom apartment that had gross yellow carpeting, avocado-colored kitchen appliances, and then, of course, we had groceries and daycare and insurance and the same things that everybody else has. And our bills for the month came to about $1,200. And since Brian was in college full-time, we were living on my teaching income. And as you can tell from that picture, we were not making ends meet on a monthly basis, and it is obvious that one of the main reasons that I began as an independent beauty consultant was so that I could make more money and so that I could pay our bills more comfortably. When I initially looked at this marketing plan, it was obvious to me that the possibilities for earning and advancement was absolutely tremendous, and I think one of the reasons why that was obvious to me is that my father had been in sales all of his life, and he had told me, if you're ever going to sell something, make certain that there is a need for your product or your service, that a tangible product is much easier to sell than an intangible product, and that a consumable product will build a strong residual income. There are also monthly commission checks that are published in our Applause magazine, and I remember looking at that magazine and thinking, if there are this many women that are making this much money, then something must be working. You see, I was raised to believe that if other people could do it, so could I. And oftentimes when women start in their Mary Kay business, they don't have that belief. That is why that atmosphere of support and recognition can make such a difference in your gaining more confidence in yourself and realizing if they can do it, so can you. This is an opportunity where you can build a business by taking lots of small steps that build a foundation that can eventually grow into a very big and profitable business. To give you an idea, at the time of this taping, I have personally earned over $3 million in my Mary Kay career. I have earned the use of a new Cadillac every other year since 1981, and my husband Brian retired from his full-time position in 1987 at the age of 32, which has provided us with a tremendous amount of freedom and flexibility. And we now have 3 daughters. Jennifer was 4 years old when I began my business, and then Whitney and Mackenzie both came home from the hospital as brand new babies in pink Cadillacs. Brian and I have literally traveled the world with Mary Kay. We have built our second dream home because of our Mary Kay income, and we have enjoyed checks over $40,000 in 1 month. This is truly a company where dreams do come true. And thank goodness Brian had the foresight when I began my business to want me to have all the advantages of success on my side. He wanted me to be able to go into my very first skincare class and walk out with earnings in my hand. And he wanted my customers to know if they needed something and if they were going to reorder product, they could just call me and tell me what it was that they were out of, and I could have it for them. Another key factor in the simplicity of how we sell product is understanding that women love to purchase products in a comfortable atmosphere. They love to try before they buy. They love cosmetics. They love to buy product in sets. Sets eliminate confusion for the customer, and they make her choices of product quick and easy. Instead of the focus being on, would you like to start with product tonight, the focus is on which set would you like to start with this evening. As a tool to our business, we have a beautiful black shimmer fabric travel roll-up bag. And inside this bag contains 4 clear zipper pockets that Velcro onto a gorgeous hot fuchsia lining, and each pocket contains a specific set. We refer to the travel roll-up bag as the Beauty Essentials Collection. The first set, which is in the first pocket, would include the Miracle set, which we went over previously. And the second pocket holds our color finishing set, which includes a Glamour Custom Compact with 3 eye colors, 1 cheek color, a lipstick, and the applicators. The finishing set also includes mascara, lip and eye pencils, lip gloss, powder, and concealer. Now the third pocket includes the Eye and Lip Savers sets, which is the Instant Action Eye Cream, Triple Action Eye Enhancer, Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover, Indulge Soothing Eye Mask, and the Satin Lips and Triple Action Lip Enhancer. Now the fourth pocket includes our Day Spa set, which is the Satin Hands Cleansing Gel, Buffing Cream, Extra Emollient Night Cream, Hand Cream, and the Time-Wise Visibly Fit Body Lotion. All 4 pockets together create our Beauty Essentials collection. And the suggested retail price of this collection is about $370, plus the cost of the bag. My advice is to fill 1 complete travel roll-up bag for each and every guest at the skincare class. The bag goes under her chair until the end of the class. When you close the class, you will explain the contents in each one of the travel roll-up bag's pockets, and your customers can place the bag in their laps and they can follow along as you refer to the products. But once the customer has her hands on those products, it becomes somewhat challenging for her to part with it, especially that bag that is very enticing, and sometimes the customer chooses to take home the entire bag. If she chooses not to take all of it, she may want to select a combination or one of the pockets alone. She is in control of her decision. You simply provide, display, explain, and allow her to select. But 2 of the Beauty Essentials collections purchased at 1 class would generate about $800 in suggested retail products sold at 1 class. So you can see how the sales at a skincare class can go up and up and up and up. So when Brian and I were brainstorming as to what we wanted to do about inventory, since we had no money to invest, and since I had to waitress for 2 weekends to come up with the money for my starter kit, it was my sales director, Karen, that suggested that maybe and perhaps we could take out a loan to get the inventory.